Hello, welcome to Kill the Bottle Podcast. Eddie's More, a.k.a. the Yum Yum Foodie. And she's not picking her nose, but she kind of looked like she was picking her nose. Hi, Megan Elizabeth.
I just got an itch.
An itch?
I just got an itch all this
Are you
going
to blame it on allergies? What are you going to blame it on?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
That's it. Good show. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye. And we're done.
And finished. And scene.
It is called Kill the Bottle Podcast. And I know last week I wasn't drinking anything. And this week I decided... I am going to drink something. I am having bourbon today because why the hell not? I'm drinking some Barrel Foundation. So Barrel Bourbon is the name. This is the 5-year age. This is one of their, I guess, more affordable expressions. Really, really nice. 100 proof. Barrel Bourbon just makes killer, delicious product. And I like it when I say killer referring to alcohol. I'm also referring that it's literally going to kill you at some point. So that's also true, which is nice. But yeah, Barrel Bourbon, really tasty. Actually, what Megan is drinking is going to kill her faster than I think I would be able to.
I love Monster energy drinks. I love them so much.
Yeah?
They're my Friday treat. They are. Friday, I get a Monster.
They taste like a nightmare. I don't understand how you can.
They taste so good.
Well, you also like Fireball. Sugar. So there's that.
I don't like it. I just can't get away from it now.
It's a matter of circumstance.
It's in my blood.
Literally, it's in your blood. Megan, do we have any kind of dating update for the fans? Because I think last week
I was pissed last week.
Well, last week was a bit of a dating cliffhanger of sorts.
Yeah.
And in retrospect, I was like, wow, it was like an episode of 24. It was like our show ended. It was like, dun, dun. Eddie's dad's calling 17 times. Dun, dun, and click.
Oh my God.
What happened to Jack Bauer?
And done.
Yeah. So I'm going to name this guy Jack Bauer, actually. I think that's a good name for him.
Let's do that. Yeah. Let's just call him that. I didn't hear from him he ghosted me. I thought he ghosted me. I was like, or he died. There was 2 things that could have happened. And he finally, I was over it at that point. I wrote him a text and said, thanks for hurting my feelings. Have a good life. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Okay.
And still didn't hear anything from him. And then the next day, after 4 full days, he calls me. I deleted his number and everything. And he calls me in the middle of the afternoon. And I knew his number started with, so I knew it was probably him. So I didn't answer because I just wasn't in the mood to get my heart broken. I didn't know. The conversation could have gone 2 ways. It could have gone, I did something wrong and I'm going to get hurt, or he's going to apologize and, trick me into liking him again. So later on, he called again a second time. And that's when I did answer. And it was a lot of apologies. A lot of apologies. And it was a lot of, I sabotaged this. I don't know what I was thinking. You're just so great. I feel like I'm too old for you and that I'm going to bring you down. And it was just, I know it was just, it was a whole thing. And I don't know. I'm going to give him another chance because he said this at the end. He said, it's up to you. He said, I love you.
Let me guess.
Yeah. He said, it's up. I'm going to let you sit. He's like, I don't want an answer now. He said, I want you to sit and think about it. And then he's like, I really, really want this. And I feel like we really deserve this. And I promise you, I will never do that again. Famous last words. But everyone now here, everyone listen. He said, I promise that will never happen again.
What part of it? All of it?
The ghosting, the weird, he freaked out. And he said, it was a lot in a few dates. I was like, I know it was a lot, but he freaked out. But now my guard is super up. So
okay, good.
No, we're going to see each other tonight. We're going to go to his house and relax and not go to a bar. And I wanted to in the first place. And we'll see. Maybe I'll be annoyed with him. Maybe I'll figure out he's not the guy for me. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm glad he apologized.
Yeah, I mean, you needed that. I think the folks at home, I like calling people folks. The listeners needed that. Megan deserves an apology because you did nothing wrong. For once.
I thought I did. I know. But you know me. I was listing everything in my head of what I possibly would have done, which was probably a million things.
Yeah,
I
did I
posted
fight
too
a
much on my
chola
Instagram
in front of him? Did I what happened? Did I root for the wrong sports team in front of him? Like what?
Yes.
What's going down
did
here?
Did he find something of mine that was, I don't know. Did he find my OnlyFans? I'm not sure. I don't have one anymore.
Oh, okay. Thank you for specifying.
I just want to clarify.
Anymore.
Like, at least 2 people went straight to their computers to look. At least 2
At least
out of the hundreds.
2. But they were like, what do we look up? You know, what are we trying to find? How do we find Megan? And you see people just like searching for OnlyFans eyes. And they're doing like screenshots of your eyes and trying to get like ChatGPT to find him. That's literally what's going on with it. That's
I can see air with these.
You can. Yeah, it's so funny because people like, I wonder. Well, I mean, you know, people are assholes on social, and they'll.
We have to tell the 2 things I got. The asshole thing, but continue.
No.
Do you want me to tell you?
Well, I was gonna say people are assholes on social, but it's like, you know, people like the joke is when somebody has really thick glasses, they're like when they look at a map, they can see people waving back. Like what's the joke for somebody with like, you know, very expressive large eyes?
It's Titanic wouldn't have sank if you were looking for the iceberg.
That fucking person wins the internet. I'm sorry, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'd frame that and put it on my wall. That's a good one.
This one I got this week. It was, I would rather get a root canal without anesthesia or anesthetics than receive oral from a woman like you.
Wow. He must have talked to your ex.
I was like, oh, really? With like, just like do it. And then the second one, which I just laughed.
What if you wear a blindfold? I mean, come on. Like, there's
you
so
don't
many.
Look at me.
I know. Like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
I'm doing all the work here.
Yeah.
The other one that I don't know why it's so funny, but I just cracked up because it's like, just here to tell you that you look like the Penguin from Batman Returns.
It's the most ridiculous. Like what?
I love people.
You should just write back and be like, I love Danny DeVito.
I love Danny DeVito. Oh my God, I love Danny DeVito.
Oh, that'd be a really funny Instagram post. Is like you show the quote of that, and then you know a picture of Danny DeVito like holding a baby, and you put your face on the baby. You know, I mean, there's so many options. Yeah, there's so many. Wow, I've only had a
put my
sip
face
of
on
this
Danny
whiskey.
DeVito as Penguin on like this is me. I should start taking those literally and like doing a video of the Titanic not sinking.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's comedy gold. That's comedy
I'm gonna
gold.
Start doing that.
Yeah.
Give me your worst hate, people.
Yeah, you should
I
just
can take
reenact the worst hate. Just reenact the worst hate. I think there's something
I like
there.
the person, I did respond to that. The person was like, you're terrible at everything you do. And I was like, I responded and I was like, not everything I do. Like some things.
Oh my God, that's funny. Everything.
I love people.
I love it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, how are you?
Better now. Better now. So last time
we went to that event.
Yes, we
really
did. I'm gonna get into it. But
okay.
So last time Megan and I recorded, I was like beyond lethargic. I was like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I just didn't. I don't know. I had every couple of months I give myself the luxury of a deep tissue massage. Like I just want a massage where they beat up my back, my shoulder blades. Like I carry a lot of tension. I'm standing up a lot of the day. It's a great thing to not be sitting at a desk all day, but it's also, you know, it's daunting on like your lower back and your shoulders or whatever. So anyway, I get that done. So in my mind, I'm thinking this, you know, the Asian lady who did the deep tissue massage just literally beat the living shit out of me as she walked on my back and, you know, dug into the knots. Fast forward that night, I am like out. I fall asleep at like 7:00 at night, which is not normal for me. Well, actually, not really. I'm exaggerating because I actually went to go grab a bite with Megan, and I had to do a few things. But then when I got home, I went to bed relatively early, and woke up low-grade fever. Like it was the weirdest thing. And then that turned into what could have been like the most violent food poisoning of my life.
So
that's why Megan's asking me for an update. Oh, I was at a point in
Your
my
constitution sucks.
dude. I have an ironclad stomach. Like I eat everything.
I don't think so. I've seen you sick more than I've seen anybody else sick.
I think
like,
that's just
stomach-wise.
because I've been more sick since I'm around you. So you're a walking cesspool. That's what it is, dude. You're a patient zero. It's literally patient zero.
I don't clean anything.
No. You know. Anyway, so I digress. Let's just say I'm feeling way better, but I was touch and go. I was touch and go.
And I was so excited to be at this event, and you just were like pushing through it. So I was like, come on, Eddie. Come on, jazz up, baby.
I was hanging on by a thread. We were at this wonderful champagne event at
it was so pretty.
Oh, it was gorgeous. It was at Larrabee Studios. This beautiful, very, very iconic recording studio.
I don't think I've been in a studio like that, professional looking and good.
It's
like, oh my God.
It's on another level. It's on another level to the point where you walk through it and there's a piano in there with a microphone next to it in one of the other studios. And when you're walking,
I almost started playing, but then I thought against it.
Well, no, not even that piano that was in that studio, because there's multiple studios in there. It was just they kind of blocked everything off, so we're only in that one space. That's what's kind of cool about it, is like it has all these like accordion doors and stuff that can reshape the whole room. But this is the kind of place where you walk through it, and you know you're walking through with the owner, who's going to be on our show at some point. And he points at a piano, and there's a microphone next to him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's where Whitney Houston recorded the Greatest Love of All." And you're like, "What? Wait, who? Who's this? Who's this Houston person?"
Hence Eddie really trying to push through it.
Hence why I'm really trying to push through it. And
Whitney Houston.
Mid conversation. Oh, and you know what? You know what the definition of torture is for somebody like me? Definition of torture is feeling the way that I did, where if I sneezed too hard, I would have been in trouble. And being offered these little tartlets with dollops of caviar and eating them. And in those moments, I was like, it goes to show like there is torture sometimes while eating caviar.
That's your hell. Like if you're going to hell, that might be it.
Yeah, I think I got a taste of what my hell would look like, is literally having food poisoning at an incredible event of food and wine
with important people, and
and Megan being able to do whatever the hell she wants. So that is also part of the hell.
Nightmare. Yeah, me just like flopping around.
Yeah, Megan was like, I was dancing.
I don't know why I was so happy. I'm jazzed. I think I'm just happy lately in general.
And the best part was, before that event, I was at another event at the famed 2121 Avenue of the Stars. If you don't know what that building is or where that address is, Google it, 2121 Avenue of the Stars. It's an iconic building in Century City in Los Angeles. It's where they filmed Die Hard. It's, people know it as Nakatomi Plaza because that's what they called it in the movie, but it's not Nakatomi Plaza. It's 2121 Avenue of the Stars. And I was at a wine event there, and I'm there pouring wine and interacting with people. I had so much fun, and at the same time, I am dying. And there are all these beautiful, elegant wines, and all I could do was taste them and spit them out. I literally could not actually. Oh, no. Yeah, I couldn't do anything.
I take pride that we're not spitters.
No.
We're swallowers.
Absolutely. That's
and
the
we know
one
a lot
time.
Of spitters.
Yeah, we sure do. We sure as hell do. And none of them are in this conversation right now. None of them. No. Except me.
We've drawn our line.
On
when
Wednesday.
When we go to those events, I see all these people spitting. I'm like, oh, it's so sad.
Well, let me tell you. Real.
I know that they do it. I know it's professional.
Well, it's not only professional, but when your job is to work at a restaurant and sell wine, and you go to an event where they're trying to sell you wine, right?
Yeah.
And you're 300 different wines in there, and you literally have to taste each one. I understand why you don't drink each one. So to be fair,
yeah.
So what I like to do, and I don't sell wine for a living,
I would challenge myself to drink each one. I would make it happen.
That's
and then die.
When you lose your Waymo membership. Yeah, that's when you. That's when the Waymo just drives away.
They just see me.
You know what? The same way like DUI people need to like blow on a breathalyzer before the car will start if they I think we need one for Waymos. At a certain point, if you're too high getting into the Waymo should be just like, fuck this person.
Oh, no, I don't like that. I like that it doesn't.
Well, for obvious reasons, you don't like that.
Waymo just likes me for me.
A Waymo is kind of the perfect like partner.
It is. I should be dating a Waymo.
Like
They just
they let you play the
they
music you
listen.
like. They let
They
you
don't
keep the
talk.
temperature. They don't talk.
They keep you safe.
They keep
They remind
you-
you to put your seatbelt on,
Yeah,
and they
buckle up.
remind you not to forget your stuff.
Yeah, I think
That's what I need.
You know, I take that back. I actually Waymo should just have like open revolving doors, and you just run in and dive into anyone you want to. That's actually forget that. No safety. Just dive in. You have to put on your seatbelt, but every door should just be able to open. And then when people are sitting in there, then it locks. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Yeah,
we don't need
I'm in.
riffraff getting
I
in there
love it.
while you're in there. I think so. So I read this. This is ridiculous, but I think it's fucking random. So the FDA. So according to the FDA, apparently some breads in the U.S. have the same chemical used in it. Wait for it. That they use to make yoga mats.
Good.
That
Yep.
explains like the sponginess of a yoga mat. So yeah, Europe banned this stuff ages ago. But of course, in the US, if you pay a lobbyist enough, it's gonna get in our food.
Oh my God.
So yeah, there is a chemical, and I'm gonna try to pronounce it. It's called azodiacarbonamide. Is it azodiacarbonamide? Yeah. So it sounds like a fucking azodiacarbonamide, and it sounds like a fucking villain from James Bond to me.
Should I try it?
Try to eat that yoga mat, Megan. Eat
I
that.
have a yoga mat on hand.
Yeah, so it's
Gross.
just like it's a fluff maker that they use in some buns, and yeah, so it's kind of like disgusting.
I get it.
Oh, I have a good dad joke for that. Namaste away from that sandwich.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
Eddie.
Yep, I should have saved that for the end, but you know what? Dad jokes for the win.
Yeah, that is the end. That should be the end, actually.
Mind you, I haven't eaten. So what is your favorite sandwich place, or do you have a sandwich place that like is your comfort or has been?
Subway, because it's cheap. No,
Me too. Subway was my favorite.
Yeah.
I love Subway.
Yeah. Just a classic. It doesn't matter, like Denny's has it or any of those breakfast places that just have the classic like California or club that's like cut into four.
Oh yeah,
corners.
yeah, like a BLT.
And it's layered. Yeah, the bacon, the ham, the turkey, and everything, anything like that. But I don't have a go-to yet, except for Denny's. Denny's has a really good one. I'll eat the whole fucking thing and the fries at Denny's. So
it's super.
That's
good.
weird.
Actually,
but there's a bunch of them, like Bay
Cities
Cities in Santa Monica. There's a bunch of good sandwich places I haven't been to because I tend to avoid bread at all costs. What's your sandwich place?
Me too. So like all time, but I have to figure that this chemical is in that, and whatever. Sue me. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't fucking know. I'm just saying based on the sponginess of it, I would potentially think that it's in Subway. But
there's a lot in Subway.
I love Subway. And now they have the foot-long chocolate chip cookie, and every time I see that fucking commercial, I'm like, thank God I'm not a stoner, because that would be the first thing I would find is...
Subway's so easy to eat when you're hungover, too.
Oh, yeah. But like non-traditional sandwich place or Sandwich of Miami, it's a Cuban sandwich place. It's my favorite. And then in LA... I'm going to throw a curveball at you. I love the bagel sandwiches from Yeasty Boys, the food truck. I don't know if you've ever had Yeasty Boys.
Haven't. I've heard of it.
They're so fucking good. They're lox and like an egg bagel with lox and schmear is so delicious to me. Wow. I don't know what it is. I think it's just probably because I have Jewish descendants somewhere that I love a lox and bagel sandwich. It's like crack for me. So you got to find Yeasty Boys. There's usually one in like Studio City, and then there's usually one
I've heard of it
parked in right across from Teleferic, one of my favorite restaurants in San Vicente Boulevard over in Brentwood. So anyway,
cool. Yeah.
Now I'm hungry because I haven't been able to eat much for the last few days.
I've been so proud of myself because for a while there, I've just been eating whatever I wanted, and I haven't gained a ton of weight from it actually. So because I'm just so busy and happy, and I work out every day.
Yeah.
But for the first time in a bit, I was like, I'm getting a little up there, and I just cut out, bread. I eat like once a day now, and I in 2 weeks I lost 10 pounds.
Well,
Like I
first
was
of
at
all,
151 and I'm at 141 right
don't
now. So
take
I'm like, what?
any nutritional advice from any of us, by the way, folks. Just,
Yeah,
do whatever works for you.
Because I like starve myself and take ADHD pills. So I mean, that's not going to help anybody.
No.
The inside of me looks like shit. The outside looks great.
The best diet ever for me was this food poisoning I just had. Because
yeah, I know you say that every time you get food poisoning.
I haven't had that much food poisoning, but I
know,
lost
maybe twice.
9 pounds, Megan. 9
Congratulations.
motherfucking
You and I
pounds.
both. Up high.
I was like, oh, look at that. There you go. I'm that fat under my neck. It's not as much there. That fat, that my extra chin. It's not as much there right now.
Yeah.
And the gut is down a bit. I'm less bloated. So I think I'm going to try to stick with this. I know I'm going to gain back some of the water weight, but I think I'm going to try to stick with this for a hot second.
Do it. Me too. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to maintain. Oh, so for next week, I got to tell you my Gloria Estefan story. I met Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan.
Yeah, we need to get to that right away next week.
We will get to that right away, and I cried and everything, but whatever. Anyway,
guys,
I'm
very excited to hear about it because the pictures, I saw pictures. So.
We had an emergency last week with my dad. I think I may be having an emergency now with my gut. Anyway, Megan.
Oh my God!
Papa Bear's got to go. Anyway, guys, Kill Bottle Podcast, please like, rate, review, subscribe. Oh my God, I gotta go. Bye.